So I've been working with Gagosian for 5 years now. And then there was this opportunity to work with Frieze. So I've made a whole new body of work, all of which contain my porcelain vessels and other materials. And they're all pieces which are made in memoriam. So this is Elegy at Odessa. And it's full of light and space, and it's full of emptiness. It's very, very, very quiet. Pieces of alabaster, this very beautiful, rich, real material which I've placed within this. So you have silver and alabaster and white porcelain and space. It's a kind of elegiac poem for Odessa. It seemed to me a really extraordinary moment to make a very coherent body of work, to really show what I'm doing and to really stretch my ideas. And then this is a very significant vitrine for me. It's called In Cernowitz for Paul Celan. These 3 vitrines, one on top of another, have black silver ingots, solid bits of silver I've turned. They have these small tin boxes, and they've got lead and they've got lead shot. So all of them remembering in some way Celan. This one is called White Sail, and it's that extraordinary moment when King Aegeus is waiting for his son Theseus to return, and it ends disastrously. He's waiting for the white sail, which he never sees, and kills himself. And this is a whole series of these celadon vessels, these pale blue vessels, and broken fragments. You can see broken shards here that I've collected. And really, this whole thing of hiddenness, golden shadows moving throughout this. There are things disclosed and things hidden behind marble within boxes, are really me trying to drill down to examine what it means to remember someone who's lost, to remember that moment of bereavement. And so this piece, which is the largest piece for my great-grandfather, who was a Jewish Viennese intellectual, and he made a great and famous library which was looted in 1938 by the Nazis. It's one of the great personal tragedies in our family is the loss of this library. And these are the most beautiful vessels I've made over the last year, and I've kept them back and put them together in this piece, which is called The Reader. So it's my piece for him. And this series of individual vitrines, small vitrines, the scale of them is really important. And these are called To Break Your Heart. And that's the intention. There's just a piece of silver or a piece of alabaster in each one, and it's really almost fragmentary. And so what I'm feeling is, how much do you need to remember to break your heart? I have this aspiration to make people cry, and these 2 vitrines, which are left and right, which are called Everything You'll Ever Need. White is a dangerous, difficult, complex colour. It's a complicated place, white. And here are lots of white vessels and memories, things again hidden, reflections, things behind, barely revealed. If it works really, will touch people. On the stand, that there are a few of these freestanding vitrines. It's a series called What's Left. And in them, I've put either a piece of graphite or a piece of marble, or in some cases, these very small tin boxes. These are vitrines that can sit anywhere. I was going deeper into this whole feeling about how you deal with loss. I worked with a series of 5 separate vitrines, which are called lacrimae, which means tears. These are porcelain vessels next to these big, thick, heavy blocks of rusted Corten steel, very industrial. And here they are, lots of spaces and dynamic objects. So really the whole thing, this whole vitrine, this whole series is about what's hidden and what's present. And again, intensely personal feelings about what that might mean. So this whole body of work that I've made for Frieze is really an exhibition. It's a coherent thinking aloud about what matters to me.